Okay, this is a quick review of efordmustang.com, and it wasn't a site I was actually going to do when I looked at it, but I thought, well, everybody can use a tip or two. So the first thing I'd point out is that this ad that continues throughout the site just looks really cheesy. The colors don't match for one, and even if it did, your whole site is showing ads on foreclosed property. This would look much more professional as maybe a sidebar banner if you want to keep that particular ad. But to have it be above the header of your site just takes away far too much from your site to give it any credibility. Now, from the home page, I'm seeing that you've got Mustangs for sale. So let's say I was interested in that Mustang for sale, and I was, because my parents used to have one when I was little. And I'm going, great. How do I find out more? How do I buy it? How do I find? I can't find out anything. I went to Marketplace and search for 1965 Mustang, and I do come up with some. I see that these are eBay auctions. Nice idea. If they don't display funny like this for you in Internet Explorer, you might take a look at how it displays in Firefox, because it just doesn't, more credibility. Get some spacing in here. Make sure your tables are lined up right. So I understand the point of the marketplace, although there's really no content in the marketplace, and that stuff's not going to show up in a search. And when you do search for something, the search page that comes up does not generate specific title tags or anything. So I question whether any of this text is even going to be searchable. I don't think it is. Your picture pages, you've got a few pictures in here, and you did take the time to put alt tags for each one of those. That's a good job. A quick tip is that for your alt tags, if you use words like pic, picture, image, instead of just saying Mustang Fastback, it could say pic of Mustang Fastback, or JPEG of Mustang Fastback, or Mustang Fastback picture JPEG. Those are additional indicators to tell Google that that particular file is a picture, and that's going to make you more likely to come up in a search, the image results for Mustang Fastback. Just something to think about. Now, when I go to the forum, I don't actually see any activity. I see the question here. I don't know how I would answer. I assume that I would have to log in and create an account in order to answer. But an empty forum without any participation, there's really nothing's more unappealing than an empty forum. You're not going to be likely to get people in. You might start this with just something as simple as a blog, and write an article about this, what you think it is, why you think it is, and see if you can, or perhaps cause some controversy. Talk about the 1968 model whatever that stunk, and say it's really the best. See if you can get some Mustang aficionados to argue with you. That's always good. Then when I go back to the home page, though, that's it. I really don't see a whole lot of content here. There's no way to comment here. There's no interaction. I'm just not sure. Oop, I see. I guess these are coming in by RSS feeds. Well, the site seems pretty thin for content. So that's anyway. That overall, that's kind of my criticism of the site. I can also tell you that this stuff at the bottom, this linkreferral.com, your pool cleaning business, the unrelated links that you're carrying in your footer, they're really not going to do a lot to help you. I do realize that you're in this to try and get some link partners, and that's fine, but be real selective wherever you can about trying. I recognize this, about trying to any chance you have to exclude unrelated links from your site, that's better. And also take a look at take a look at your particular take a look at your particular people that you are linking to, and make sure that they have good sites, that they are not spammy. I'm not sure what this is. This is the kind of automated stuff. Either your script isn't working or it hasn't kicked in yet, but this is the kind of automated stuff travel, outdoor recreation, stuff that's unrelated to your domain, that if you're linking out to all these other domains, it's only going to do you harm. It's okay to be in a link network where 8 million people that you don't know or are in unrelated businesses are all linking to you. If you can get it, that's great. But don't link to them. Don't play that game. Now, as far as some of the SEO fundamentals, if you look at, well, you see, it's working. You got 29 inbound links for that site coming from some other high quality sites out there. So you know what? Links count. The ones that have the page rank, if they certainly can't hurt you. If we look at your inbound links, I'm sorry, if we look at your pages in the index, we can see that you've really got, this particular page is a links page. It doesn't have a page specific title. Um, it's got your basic title tag that's the same in many areas of the site. And other than your title tag, your description tag also in the areas that you have them are not page specific. There's nothing about that title tag that's going to make someone come here if they see it, if they're looking for related links. And I honestly, come on, this is junk. Looking at some of the other pages on your site that are in the index, you'll see that like this one here, are they parts, or is it a forum? And if we go through, I mean, you have 1,000 pages here, and 70% of all your title tags are the same, your description tags are the same. Most of your pages seem to be links or directories. There's just no content here. Um, there's a good example of a page with a unique title tag, with a unique description tag, but if I look at it, it's a tiny snippet of, oh, well, there's one just like it that has the same title tag, that is working, and it looks, no, there's nothing there. It only has a paragraph and a half. You know, Casinos and gambling directories. This really is not a site I can give you a lot of advice with. You know enough about basic SEO that I don't need to go into details. But I can tell you that this kind of stuff, the junk that you've got here, the pages in the index that are coming up with the errors, any of the pages that seem to say articles or imply that there's content there don't have content. And when they did have content, they were pretty weak as well. The rest of the site wasn't working. This looks like more auction feeds. You can do these types of things, but you're going to want to supplement them with actual content, actual articles as well. You need some article spinning software or something, and put that to work if you're going to make this work, and it's got to look professional. There's just far too many errors on the site. That's never a good thing. What are these URLs? I'm guessing that's a Rails thing with the colons. I don't know Rails, but we're not seeing on these actual pages. They're just not rendering. That's a header tag. I wonder how you'd rank for application error Rails. I'm not even able to really show you many specific examples because of all the errors. But I did find a page, and of course now I've lost it, where I went in to look at the title tag, or I'm sorry, I went in to look at the description tag, and the description tag actually had some brackets and it said keyword. So the whole thing just needs an overhaul. I'm sorry if this wasn't any help, but I think you know a little more than you're letting on here. There certainly are shortcuts to building sites and getting content from other places, but tip number one is put real content there and keep your site working, and don't link out to bad neighborhoods. Tip number two would be read something like my Learn Search Marketing Top 10 SEO Factors, and make sure that each page has its title tag, description tag, meta tag, keyword tag, alt tags, all that good stuff. Okay, thanks very much. See you later. Bye.